for one or two reasons, or to relocate from where they are to become refugees within Ghana, within Cote d'Ivoire. And we are very happy that the authorities are able to receive them very well and to give them some support.
Still in the bulletin, National Road Safety Authority NRSA cracks down on billboard menace and threatens legal action against assemblies.
We are interested in the safety of the road. We are not interested in whether the wrong things are being done. It is wrong.
In Channel One business. Inflation drops to 11.5% in August, the lowest in 4 years. And in Channel One business. Democracy Cup trophy presented to President John Mahama ahead of Hearts of Oak's clash with Olympics. Thank you for joining us. We'll start with road, and President John Mahama has secured a firm commitment from contractors on the Ofankor-Nsawam Road project to complete all works by the second quarter of 2026, following a high-level visit to the site to address prolonged delays that have aggravated traffic woes for thousands of commuters. The president directed that speed should not be compromised for shoddy works. Channel One News' presidential correspondent Akosia Otre with details.
The president, accompanied by the Minister of Roads, inspected the over 33-kilometer road project. After being stalled for several months, the project has now been placed under the government's flagship Big Push program with a renewed commitment to its completion. The Roads Minister disclosed that significant payments have already been made to the contractor.
We directed that all resources should be mobilized and make sure this contractor is paid to continue the work. Indeed, Mr. President, at the time you took office, the contractor raised a certificate of almost $78 million before NPP left power, and they did not pay him. So it was surprising that just after you took office, people were expecting that what they could not do all over that period, you will do it. But guess what, Mr. President, you did it. As of today, Mr. President, every certificate owed the contractor on this project has been paid. Following these payments, the resident engineer expressed confidence in completing the project within a revised timeline.
We've done almost 75% of the project. We still have the last structure, which is the Nsawam underpass to undertake. Once that is done, we should be able to complete this project per the extension of time that we've given to the contractor to next year, around the second quarter, we should be done.
During the visit, President John Mahama addressed the project's history and called for steady progress, while also stressing the need for strict adherence to quality standards.
A loan was taken for this project, and I don't understand why the money is finished and the project is not over, and that we're having to come and pay supplementary almost 78 million from government of Ghana funds. So that's something that we need to find out what really happened. So as government commits to pay you well, you too must commit to move faster on the road and also use quality materials. One of the major problems with road contractors in this country is the quality of material. And so you build the road, after a short while, the road starts to deteriorate. And so, your company is one of the well-known road construction companies in Ghana, and so we hope that this will be a mark of the quality of your brand.
But so far, what has been the level of progress?
President, our financial we are about 77, and then the physical progress is 75, which is quite an impressive situation at the moment.
Yes.
The runabout is on the top, which
Correct.
is the reverse of the other one.
Yes, but then it is similar to what we have at Tantra Hill.
Exactly.
Tantra Hills Junction. That's what a similar, construction.
No, this is like Dimples.
Yes. Dimples.
Yes, Dimples. Yeah, sorry. Dimples also has a similar to Dimples and Tantra Hills. Yeah.
Residents along the stretch say they are beginning to breathe a sigh of relief, hopeful that the road will finally be completed.
It's been a long time that they'll be constructing this road, but now that Mahama come, it's going on fast. When it rains here, we suffer a lot. We are happy the road is still constructing. I'm very, very happy.
So far, the contractor be.
You've seen some improvement?
Yes.
Okay, how bad has this road been for you living here?
Oh, so far, no. The road in there, it be suffer because all the time the drivers be complaining, the passengers do complain. Sometimes we go standing here for more than some hours. The car no go come. To run out in there, so far they so good.
Now, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, the MPP, Justice Frimpong Kodua, has downplayed the party's defeat in the Akwetia by-election, insisting the outcome does not mirror what Ghanaians should expect in the 2028 general elections. Now, certified results from the Electoral Commission on Tuesday, September 2, 2025, declared Bernard Bediako Bedu of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, winner with over 18,000 votes. His closest contender, Solomon Kwame Sumade of the NPP, polled just over 15,000, while the Liberal Progressive Party's LPP Owusu Patrick managed only 82 votes. Now, the poll, however, was marred by allegations of vote buying and isolated cases of assault. Joining us for more perspective are the MPP's Director of Research and Elections, Evans Nimako, and the NDC's Deputy General Secretary, Mustafa Gbande. Let's start with Mr. Nimako. Mr. Nimako, if you can hear me, welcome to Channel One Newsroom.
Thank you for having me.
Now, good evening to you too. Your candidate lost by over 3,000 votes in a constituency that a few months ago was held by your party. Isn't this a humiliating rejection of your party's message?
Well, once again, thank you. I think that we need to get it right. The figures as declared by the EC was that the NDC candidate obtained 18,199. The MPP candidate obtained 15,235. A difference of 2,964. We had won this constituency in just December by over 2,000 votes. And so you can't say, it can't be right to put it the way you have. I think that we've gone into this election and your reporters were there. The media covered the whole exercise in 119 polling stations. We saw the inducement in the constituency, abuse of incumbency. We saw all those ones. And thankfully, your reporters were there from other media houses. Yes, we are coming out of it. The team put together to supervise the conduct of this by-election is working around the clock to ensure that we put together our comprehensive report.
But your earlier candidate, the late Honorable Kumi, won by 2,000, over 2,000. You would expect that the number that you also just mentioned, the 2,000, you would have done better.
So I'm telling you that in a constituency where by-election occasioned by the demise of our member of parliament, and you see the presence of government officials in their official vehicle in all the 119 polling stations, amidst threats of death and violence, attacks on the New Patriotic Party, cajoling constituents to vote for them, or they are denying of development in the constituency. You heard Honorable Collins Dauda, saying that if they fail to vote for the NDC candidate, they will be denied of development projects. And I'm saying that if you have a situation like this, it does not matter whether you won by 5,000 or above 2,000 in the just ended election.
But your side, your side.
Let me make the point.
Okay, go ahead.
You saw the physical attack by the NDC vice chairman on the third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party. You saw the physical attack. You saw the verbal attack on the leadership of the New Patriotic Party. Threat of death on our minority leader, Honorable Afenyo Makin, our General Secretary, Justin Kobia, National Organizer. If these individuals, seen as leaders of the party, could be threatened to that extent, it does not matter whether the police were 5,000 or 10,000. The fear they pose and put into the people affected turnout. And so, yes, you can comfortably make the conclusion that the New Patriotic Party candidate could not make it. But we know, you're on the ground, we saw what happened.
Right.
And I'm surprised you will not put it out there.
No, we'll come to the security issues, but before that, both sides have been accused of vote buying. We saw videos from voters in that constituency accusing both sides of vote buying.
Specifically from which polling station or which town?
Well, some of the polling stations in areas, yeah.
119 polling stations. And New Patriotic Party being accused of vote buying. I don't think any media person on the ground will accuse New Patriotic Party of vote buying. I don't think so.
So you are denying those allegations?
I'm saying I don't think so. That New Patriotic Party went to Akwetia constituency and bought votes.
Right. Now, the party has indicated plans to lodge a formal complaint with the Ghana Police Service. Now, following the incident between the NDC's vice chairman, Sofo Azoka, and your vice chairman, Alhaji Masawudu. Can you share more details with us on that?
Yes, but thank you. Let's put it right. The physical attack by Chief Azoka on our third vice chairperson. Physical attack. And that is a shame. I don't think that's the democracy we want to build for ourselves. That we go into an election as leaders of political parties that must ensure that we lead by example. We'll be seen to be attacking people physically. And nobody wants to talk about it. It's a big shame. So the New Patriotic Party was provoked can't be right. We are law-abiding citizens of Ghana. We believe in democracy, and we don't think this is the way to go. That there was an orchestrated plan to attack the New Patriotic Party. And I'm happy that the police saw it. And the footages you've seen, you realize that they were helpless. I don't think if you have committed that under any circumstance, you will be left off the hook. I don't think so. But why? Because the NDC is in government.
Right. So what next for you on that incident?
We will use the law.
Right. We wish you all the best, Mr. Dimako. Thank you for joining us. Let's move to Mr. Gbande. Mr. Gbande, if you can hear me, welcome to ChannelOne Newsroom.
Thank you very much, and good evening. Good evening.
What does the result of the Akwetia by-election signal for your party going forward?
Well, for us, I think that basically we had two motives. The motive was to win this election in honor of our late brothers, particularly our director of election, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, who, whilst he was alive, intended that we win this election. And so, in his demise, we thought that it was appropriate for us to honor him. Wherever he finds himself this night, I'm sure that he will smile, because he had always believed and hoped that we win that seat. Also to put a smile in the face of our president, who is one of the greatest persons to be hit by this tragedy that have occurred on our 8 brothers. For us, we went into Akotia mourning 9 people. The MPP went there mourning 1 person. And also, the voting pattern is an indication that the people are enviously for development and growth. Such have eluded them for a long time, and I want to believe that their expectation is that we are able to help them in their areas of youth employment and also turning things around for them to be able to have some jobs for themselves and being able to build governmental infrastructure in that place. Mind you, that is President Akufo-Addo's backyard. He has failed to develop the place. And so I believe that it conveys more of responsibilities on us. As for the MPP, from the day one, they knew they were going to lose this election. What they didn't know was that the candidate they imposed on the constituency was not fit for purpose. If they had known that, I'm sure that they wouldn't have tied the other aspirants their hands behind them. We went there with a calculated, determined strategy to win election devoid of violence, devoid of provocation, and that is one aspect that the MPP doesn't know. They don't know that apart from what they know how to be, to have come from a revolutionary background, we also have the intellectual capacity to prosecute a competent election devoid of violence. And we had almost achieved that objective with the MPP involved until that unfortunate incident occurred. But what is more interesting is that the incidents that took place didn't involve ordinary party members, which used to be the case. It was not a grassroots. But at this time, senior members of the 2 political parties. And so I want to commend our grassroots. I want to commend party people, including the MPP grassroots, for demonstrating maturity and being able to cooperate with the police throughout this exercise.
Right.
Now, Appenyo Markins is the one who I would say had a preconceived objective of stirring up things. Because you see, the midwives of the election is the police. And so during the election, within the time frame of the electioneering process, if you identify something that is unlawful, it was not to put the law in your hands and go and enforce. It was for you to inform the police, for the police to be able to deal with it. For Appenyo Markins to gather the courage with his bodyguards to enter into an NDC party office to tear posters is provocative, it's indisciplined, it's out of place, it should not be done, it shouldn't have started in the first place, and it shouldn't have been done by somebody of his caliber.
Right. Mr. Bande, yes,
leader.
I believe you made your point, but let's go back to that of the 2 executives of both sides, that's Azoka as well as Alhaji Masawudu, and the videos we saw of that incident where, if you look at the video, it appears that Mr. Azoka should have avoided what he did, and your party must condemn these actions.
The entire incidents are quite condemnable, but if you are asking me to condemn it, I would not, because I have not had the opportunity since we came to speak to our vice chairman. The national chairman of our party is still in Akotia. He hasn't come to Accra. He is the leader of our team. He should be able to call and find out what exactly happened. And in all fairness, it's appropriate that you hear from the other side, to build up into what really occurred and led to that altercation, then you can have an appreciable factor of either condemning or stating otherwise. And so for me, the consolation is that these are two vice chairmen of a party. And so at their level, the two parties will be able to engage to ensure that this doesn't happen again. That is all I can say. As a junior officer, I should not be in the position to criticize or condemn actions undertaken by two senior national officers without hearing from them, either side, either my brother Masaudu or my vice chairman, Sofo Azoka. So it's early days yet for us to be in the business of trying to condemn and all of that. But I'm saying, let us throw more light on why Apenyo Martin should go and tear another political party's poster.
Right. Let's move to, I think you've made your point on the Honorable Apenyo Martin. Let's go to the issue of vote buy, because our time is running fast now. Your party has also been accused of vote buying. Indeed, the MPP have also been accused of vote buying. Is treating not against the law?
Well, I don't want to say that vote buying conversation is critical here to mar the beauty of what we have achieved. What two parties have been accused of, none of it, there's no evidence to suggest that anybody was seen sharing money with voters. These are all speculations, and these are all accusations and counter-accusations. But I am happy that we've come out of an election that is unique, an election that was peaceful, an election that, for me, demonstrate enough of commitment from our part. That is more important for me.
All right. Finally, Akwetia has been deprived of development for decades. Now, what concrete, immediate policies will the NDC deliver? Or will this just be another case of promise and little action?
Well, whilst we hold the MPP and President Akufo-Addo responsible for that development deficit, I know that my president is not one that is discriminative. He is determined to equally distribute the national cake to the appreciation of all. And now that we have an MP who is able to influence and lobby government in terms of engineering developmental activities, I believe that next 4 years by this time, the story of Akwetia will be different.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Mustafa Gbande, for your time. Now, the Member of Parliament elect for the Akwetia constituency, Bernard Bediako, has pledged to champion development in his constituency. He noted that Akwetia has long been deprived of progress and expressed his commitment to addressing critical challenges, including the lack of electricity in some communities.
Such communities in Akwetia were without electricity for almost 1.5, I think 1 year, 1.5 years. And they were without electricity. We have been able to put smiles on the faces of people. So if you go to the Amanfrom, DCD area, camp area, you would realize the votes that came from there. The people have appreciated His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and voted for me because they've seen that he had shown good faith towards them. And so this is one thing I want, one legacy I want to leave. As for the infrastructure, I can assure you, with a good representation as we now have, and with the connection I have, as for infrastructure, a lot more will be done.
Now, presidential candidate and leader of the Liberal Party of Ghana, LPG, Kofi Akpaloo, has been allegedly picked up by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoko, ChannelOne news sources say. Family sources confirmed the arrest, but said the reasons for his detention remain unclear. They disclosed that Mr. Akpaloo was taken from his home in Kumasi, adding that his current whereabouts are unknown. Yoko is yet to issue an official statement, leaving the circumstances of his arrest shrouded in uncertainty. Now, the Savannah Regional Security Council has met with officials of Côte d'Ivoire to strengthen cooperation and ensure a sustainable, peaceful relationship following renewed clashes in Binyere that displaced several residents in neighboring Ivory Coast.
Led by Regional Minister Salisu B. Awuribe, The delegation engaged officials of the Bonkani region in what he described as first-class diplomacy seeking long-term peace and collaboration. The visit to Bona was undertaken in the company of the political coordinator at the office of the president for the Savannah region, Soku Kasim Yahuza, and the Bole district chief executive, Mahmoud Abdullahi.
First of all, thank the president of the Bonkani region and then all the leadership of Bona for they receiving Ghanaians who, for one or two reasons, or to relocate from where they are to become refugees within Ghana, so within Cote d'Ivoire. And we are very happy that the authorities are able to receive them very well and to give them some support to be making them comfortable. Of course, it's a temporal situation. The authorities of Ghana are working around to overcome the situation that is existing and that led to they relocating themselves to Cote d'Ivoire. And on the basis of which we want to strengthen that relationship between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire.
The prefect of Bona and president of Bonkani, speaking on behalf of the Ivorian government, commended the minister's personal commitment. They noted that this was his second visit to engage directly with authorities, a gesture they said reflected Ghana's resolve to protect the long-standing relationships between the two countries.
Coming here, you see by yourself that our security code at both sides are working together. The proof was the way how you enter here so easily. Like you said, we are also hoping that our forces, the securities, they should be able to talk to each other, because when we are talking about security, the base of security is information. If they are not talking to each other, they cannot get information. If they don't have information, they cannot be productive. So that is also our hope, to see how best we can do for them to be talking to each other, sharing the information to good security for all of those our two countries.
Now, management of the Korle Teaching Hospital has proposed increasing its 2 Ghana cedi levy on patients to 5 Ghana cedis to cater for the intensive care unit of the children's ward. Now, management assessed that approximately 64% of patients in the ICU children's ward are unable to pay services rendered to them, as these services are not covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme. ChannelOne News' Ni Ayuke Okan with details.
The Health Committee of Parliament on Wednesday visited the Korle Teaching Hospital with its first stop at the Accident and Emergency Unit.
Give me 2 hours. All these chairs will be full. People will now be sitting in wheelchairs, and you will have a queue of ambulance. The ambulance queues all the way to the entrance.
Do you need a new emergency?
Yes, I will now explain why I say yes. The drawings and everything has been ready for a new emergency for so many years. It's to be constructed behind the medical block, state of the art. So now that you have come, my CEO will plead with you that you put in the effort to get that project constructed.
Head of the unit, Dr. Frederick Kwating, also stressed the need for adequate resourcing of peripheral health centers to ease the pressure on Korle.
Occasionally the hospital becomes full. Korle becomes full. I can tell you a story. 3 weeks ago, 3 patients in transit, one from Pando, one from St. Joseph's, and then one from Central Region, all died in transit. You see, the ambulance was bringing them and they died on the way. Yes, you see, so what has to be done is to strengthen the periphery. If you have a teaching hospital in Ho, why should somebody get a cardiac arrest in Pando and then be made to sit in an ambulance from Pando all the way to Korle, because this is where experts are? No, there should be experts in Ho so that they will take care of them. You don't need to be wheeled there here, but everybody is bringing, because of course if you come here, if we get you here, you don't die by heart.
At the children's ward, management proposed the introduction of a 5 Ghana cedi levy to support the intensive care unit, noting that about 64% of patients are unable to pay for services rendered to them.
Now, there's 1 or 2 cedis for every patient we are charging to take care of intensive care. We are proposing increasing it to 5 cedis for people who come in here, so that you can use those funds to take care of this.
It's like a levy on all patients who come to...
A levy, some small levy. 5 cedis, 2 cedis.
Patients who come to Kolebu?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
To cater for...
Yeah, to have something at least for those that are, like you said, not that many people can pay their bills, even adults. I mean, including some of us, if we get ourselves in the ICU for money.
But majority are not able to pay.
Chairman of the committee, Dr. Mark Ket Nawani, called for the recruitment of more health workers to ease the workload on existing staff and improve service delivery.
I believe that as a government, we should look at the condition of service of the medical staff. We should also look at recruiting about 1,000 doctors that are in the house into the healthcare system, the 48,000 nurses that are in the house, the pharmacists, and then the allied scientists who are all in the house. We should find a way of recruiting them to soften the grounds. So far as staff attrition is concerned and the lack of staff is concerned.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association has apologized to Health Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando over remarks made in the aftermath of the alleged assault on the nurse at Ridge Hospital. According to the Health Ministry, the president of the association, Perpetual Uforian Pofo, and the General Secretary, Dr. David Chum, met the minister in Accra on Wednesday, September 3rd, to express regret. Dr. Tenkran Chum had earlier suggested that the minister's background as a farmer made him unfit to understand hospital operations, a comment that sparked public backlash after a viral video showed a nurse being assaulted at Ridge Hospital. Now, at the meeting, the association leaders admitted the remarks were inappropriate and pledged to collaborate with the ministry to strengthen security and improve conditions for health workers. You're still watching the ChannelOne Newsroom. When we come back, inflation drops to 11.5% in August, the lowest in 4 years. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey him later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Latepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Wake up in the morning feeling super fine. Let's go, don't got no time, yeah. Turn it up, I'ma
strut my stuff. You see me walking on the block, can't get enough. Like nobody can touch me. They wanna be like me, but I got no time to get up, get up, get up. Now let's go. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. We gotta.
Play me for.
It's go time. We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up.
Call me.
We gotta move on up. We gotta move on up. Now let's go.
Beautiful.
Get up.
Wow.
Get up, let's go.
Decent cross, Hoyland going for it. Out towards goal. That's a superb finish.
When it's go time to supercharge your hustle, make it go time for GoTV. Love it.
You're welcome back to Channel One Newsroom. Next is Channel One Business with Natali Neti Ajao.
Channel One Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
That's it.
Hi.
Inflation is just dropping like rain in water.
Yeah, it's gone down below government's target, 11.5, and we are yet to experience it in our pockets.
We want it to reflect in the market.
That's true.
Give us details.
Okay. Now, Ghana's year-on-year inflation for August 2025 declined marginally to 11.5%, down from 12.1% recorded in July. This marks the 8th consecutive month of decline and brings inflation below government's end-of-year target of 11.9%. The August figure is the lowest recorded in almost 4 years. There's more in the following report.
The August rate represents a 12.3 percentage point drop from the December 2024 inflation of 23.8%. However, on a month-on-month basis, overall prices actually fell by 1.3%. Addressing a press conference in Accra on Wednesday, government statistician Dr. Alhassan Idrisu highlighted the reasons for this decline.
We are saying that inflation for August 2025 was 11.5%, down from 12.1% in July 2025. And this was influenced by a reduction in imported inflation from 10% to 9%, and a reduction in locally produced items from 12% to from 12.9% to 12.2%. The August inflation is also influenced by reduction we've seen in inflation across all regions. And then it is also influenced by reduction we have seen in food inflation and non-food inflation.
To lock in the disinflation trajectory, Dr. Idrisu urged both fiscal and monetary authorities to sustain their momentum to stay the course.
If we see very significant deviation from the path we have seen with regards to fiscal consolidation, for example, if you begin to see significant fiscal expansion, that may not bode well for the disinflation path we are seeing. So government must continue with its fiscal consolidation program. That's one. Number two, the Bank of Ghana should continue to implement appropriate monetary and exchange rate policies to support the disinflation process.
Now, the government has doubled down on its threat to shut down MultiChoice Ghana if the company fails to reduce subscription fees. Minister of Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation Sam George has set September 6 as the deadline, stressing that services will be halted should negotiations fail to deliver a resolution. Daniel Odro-Mensah has more in this report.
The company is already under pressure, slapped with a 10,000 cedis daily fine for failing to provide key pricing data. By Wednesday, the bill had ballooned to about 150,000 cedis in penalties. Speaking on the sidelines at the Digital Africa Summit in Accra, Sam George noted that government will not back down on its decision to suspend the operations of the company.
On the 7th of August, the NCA, acting on my directive, issued a 30-day notice to suspend the license of MultiChoice Ghana Limited because I'd engaged them and asked them to do a 30% reduction in line with the improved economic conditions in the country. They had failed to comply. I think about 15 or 16 days ago, I met with MultiChoice and imposed a 10,000 CD daily fine on them. I think so now they owe us about 150 to 170,000 Ghana cedis. The NCA will collect. They have up to the 6th. If by the 6th there is no resolution, we will shut down operations of MultiChoice TV. No company, no corporate entity is more powerful than the collective interest of the Ghanaian people.
He further revealed that a formal government declaration on the standoff will be delivered on Thursday, September 4.
I will make a formal announcement from the ministry. Last night, a team from MultiChoice reached out and they've made some proposals. We've asked for further concessions to be made. I've given them up to close of day today. By tomorrow, I'll make an announcement. But there is every possibility that we will see some resolution to this matter before the 6th of September.
Government says it will ensure fair pricing for DSTV consumers and ensure that they are not held to ransom. For ChannelOne Business, I am Daniel Odro-Mensah.
Government says it will soon roll out solar-powered irrigation pumps as part of efforts to enhance agricultural productivity. Minister for Energy and Green Transitions, John Jinapor, disclosed this at the 7th meeting of the International Solar Alliance Regional Committee for Africa. There's more in this report by Daniel Sakite.
The Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Jinapor, addressing the press, explained that the initiative is expected to reduce reliance on rain-fed farming and improve resilience in the agriculture sector.
I've had very good, fruitful discussions with the Director General, and immediately what we want to set forth is to work to deploy solar irrigation pumps across the country. Particularly in some parts of the country, for close to like 6 months during the dry season, because our farmers depend on rain-fed agriculture, they virtually have no activity doing. India has pioneered it, and we want to learn from them. And they've agreed that they would work with us and collaborate with us so we can install these solar pumps. By installing solar pumps, what will happen is Ghanaians will be able to engage in production all year round. And so we've signed some MOUs, we've signed some agreements.
Meanwhile, Director General of the International Solar Alliance announced a $200 million facility to accelerate the adoption of solar solutions across Africa.
We were proud and privileged to have 19 ministers from African countries and 39 countries represented. They heard and ratified the strategy of International Solar Alliance of moving from ambition to action by having the support of an Africa solar facility which is a catalytic finance of $200 million, with first $75 million to be operationalized before the end of 2025.
Let's now check how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for Channel One Business. I am Netili Neti Ajaho. Over to you, Vivian.
See you on the other side.
Thank you.
Bye. Now let's do some other stories now. The National Road Safety Authority has warned that it will take legal action against assemblies that permit billboards on road medians. The caution follows a clearance exercise in the Ayawaso West Municipality on Tuesday, where the authority removed several illegal structures. Rachel Engman with this report.
The NRSA says the removal of illegal billboards along medians in Ayawaso West was necessary to safeguard motorists and pedestrians. Officials explained that the structures obstruct drivers' vision, heightening the risk of accidents and pedestrian knockdowns. While some residents and business owners opposed the exercise, others welcomed it as a step toward safer roads.
But now you have to go to the assembly and say, I want my money. That's all.
When am I going to finish doing this? What am I starting?
We are interested in the safety of the road.
Well, yeah, you are with employee workers.
We are not interested in whether the wrong things are being done. It is wrong.
You see, before you be able to mount these things,
I'm saying that it is wrong.
You definitely apply.
I
went to them.
The application.
Put in an application. They charged me over 20,000.
You are not listening. The application.
So you have to deal with them. I see here you are. I don't know you same way. It's my first time meeting
the application
you. It's my
for
first
you,
time meeting
the
you
application for you to put the thing on this road here is wrong. From the word go.
The assembly is under you. So if
assembly is under me. I'm road safety. We are doing safety work. When we see that there is safety issues, sort it out with the assembly.
I'm happy that they are removing those signboards on middle of the road. Sometimes we, the drivers, if we are coming, we don't see our left or we don't see our right because of the somebody blocking us in our view.
Speaking to Channel One News, Acting Director General Abraham Amaliba said assemblies ignored repeated warnings, forcing the authority to take action. He noted that advertisers must pay to reclaim their signage, while unclaimed boards will be auctioned.
We are going to keep them. We will send notices out for them to come and claim them. The law says that when we remove the billboards, the owners of the billboards would have to compensate the authority for the removal. So we'll call them to come and identify their billboards, pay administrative costs for the removal, and then they will take their things away. If we send the notices around and they fail to come, we will auction the billboards and then recover. This exercise, after clearing the median of these billboards, any assembly, and I want to emphasize, any assembly, because we are hearing from the advertiser, it is the assembly that allows them to mount these billboards. Any assembly that allows for the erection of the billboards, we are going to sue the assembly for engaging in unlawful act.
Illegal billboards on road medians in Ayawaso West have been removed by the National Road Safety Authority. The authority warns assemblies allowing such signs will face legal action, and owners must pay to reclaim their boards or face auction. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Rachel Engman.
You're still watching Channel One Newsroom. Still to come. Democratic Cup trophy presented to President John Mahama ahead of Hearts Olympics clash on Friday. We'll be right back. Do stay with us.
Hey, Ghana. So you know Miss Brother once more. If you it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the greats. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trout from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the son of man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You're welcome back to Channel One Newsroom. Next is sports with Bernard Abeku-Ochre. Bernard, Democracy Cup. I want to go.
Yeah, well, on
so
Friday. On Friday, yeah, you're getting your ticket. It will be on your decks tomorrow.
Charlie, no long.
No pushback. No pushback.
Pushback. Please give us the details.
Let's get into it, shall we? Now, the countdown is on to the 2025 Democracy Cup, with Accra Hearts of Oak set to face city rivals Accra Great Olympics at the University of Ghana Stadium on Friday. As part of a symbolic tour to promote unity through democracy, the trophy was sent to the Speaker of Parliament and the Military High Command before making its final stop with President John Dramani Mahama. Their delegation included senior MPs and former Black Stars defender John Pinto, who joined in presenting the trophy on Parliament's behalf to the President, who formally received it ahead of Friday's clash.
This cup is not just a trophy, it is a national symbol. It is an enduring reminder of democracy's value and our collective responsibility to safeguard it. The Speaker's initiative in instituting this cup is very commendable. By linking democracy, By linking democracy with sports, he has created an innovative platform that engages the energies of our youth, inspires our citizens, and raises awareness about the centrality of democratic governance to Ghana's peace, stability, and progress. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I want to thank you for this thoughtful initiative. I accept the Democracy Cup not as a personal honor, but on behalf of the people of Ghana, whose resilience and faith continue to sustain our democracy. May this cup remind us daily that democracy is not an event, but a living process, a process that we must all work together to protect and deepen for generations to come.
Meanwhile, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagwin, has revealed that the part of the proceeds from the Democracy Cup will be dedicated towards professional FIFA-certified training for physical education teachers across the country. The initiative is designed to strengthen grassroots sport development and improve standards of physical education nationwide.
Initially,
wanted to christen it the Speaker's Cup, but we thought that would have been quite politically we call incorrect. So we decided to christen the Democracy Cup to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana. Your Excellency, this presentation marks the final lap of a symbolic journey that the CAP has undertaken to the offices of key governance institutions. Each presentation was carefully designed not only to solicit for support of this great initiative, but also to highlight its deeper meaning: unity, peace, and the shared responsibility for nurturing our democracy.
Well, that's the very latest from the world of sport, and I am Bernard Abegoche.
Hey, Charlie, I'm going to get my jersey, hats of oak.
Your jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the Democracy Cup.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Yeah. Oh, no, we'll get you.
But you are Kotoko or what? Radio?
No, me, I'm
Ebusian. Okay.
Yeah, but Samens is moving me to Sredo.
I know, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yo. He's supposed to be with hats, and now he's doing trading.
Yeah, he's moving.
You'll hear from us. Thank you, Bernard.
You're welcome.
And thank you, too, for watching. That's it for today's edition of the Channel One Newsroom. I'm Vivian Kailoko. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.